led in a proper manner, and they should be a model for others. Thank you all.
My respected friend, Mr. Vijay Narayan, Senior Advocate, Advocate General, my dear colleagues, the office bearers of the various associations, Mr. Ganesan, Judge, Member of the Income Tax Tribunal, my esteemed friend, Mr. A.R. Sundaresan, President of the Madras Bar Association, respected Mr. A. Natarajan, Public Prosecutor, the former Bar Council of India member, Ms. S.K. Corwin, and Mangalam Jawaharlal, and other members, ladies and gentlemen, respected senior advocates. In the year 2011, I had been elected as a member, Bar Council of India. Being a state representative, I was sent to Delhi. That was my first experience. When I had been there, Mr. Gopal Subramaniam, the senior advocate, and he was the Solicitor General at the time, and also the chairman of the Bar Council of India. He has called administrating the oath in the year 2011. The members of the Bar Council of India, everybody has taken an oath. That time itself, I wanted to introduce the number of states. But you know well, there are certain problems in each and every state, and particularly the Jammu and Kashmir and the Northeast. For the 7 states, the Bar Council is required, and some order has been passed. In that order, some agitations went on, particularly regarding the 370 in Punjab, in Jammu and Kashmir. It went on more than a year. Then thereafter, my report has been placed before the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court accepted. The only one issue they said, once the 370 is there, we will look upon the matter, still the matter is sub judice. Likewise, that time when I went there, 960 law colleges. 960 law colleges. After quite long time, after 8 years, now 1,500 is true. But in the Indian history, the Bar Council of India, 2 weeks earlier, we passed a resolution, decided not to open new colleges for a specific period. The moratorium on new institution is unknown in the Indian higher professional education scenario. But the BCI has taken a decision not to grant permissions for the new colleges in any part of the nation for the 3 years. Why I am saying this? What is the reason for passing this resolution by the Bar Council of India? I will say very well. Only the reason is the Honorable Justice N. Kirubakaran J. has passed a number of times, even either by way of oral orders or by way of judgments has been referred. The colleges are mushrooming the growth of colleges throughout the country. Sometimes in the council, Mr. Corwin is here, what they will discuss. One day, the senior members, some of the members from the Bar Council of India, they say that there are second time, third time. They said, the Honorable Justice N. Kirubakaran J. is a big headache for the Bar Council of India. We discussed about it. Then we said, say yes, Paul resolution, sir, this is the issues which have been taking place. Then unanimously, the first time in India, unanimous consensus has come 2 weeks earlier. The moratorium period has been fixed for at least 3 years. That has been done. Absolutely, the credit goes to Justice N. Kirubakaran J. Why I am saying that? Agitation is going on more than a month. Sir, my lords are here. What we should do? More than a month, the agitation is going on. All the lawyers joined together because of the state administrative tribunal has been abolished. So that reason, the agitation is going on. Some of the judges are supporting. Many number of lawyers are together. Nobody able to enter inside. This is the issue which has been goes. this matter when it comes to before the Bar Council of India for the discussion, we want to pass some orders, the resolution has to pass, but the member belongs to that state is opposing, please don't do anything. So we have to look into these aspects. But as far as my concern is, lawyers must be in vociferous. Lawyers should not be in docile. If the lawyers is in docile, you cannot get achieved anything. But the vociferous means you should argue the case in a lengthy manner, fight before the court with the sense, absolutely it will take into considerations. Honorable Justice Anand Venkatesh has said, the court will look into the functions of the Bar Council. Absolutely, sir. You have to look at it. The judiciary will look into the entire councils. Why we are in the entire team of the members that newly arrived. Today we have taken an oath, absolutely with the blessings of the Honorable Mrs. Justice R. Bhanumati. We are very keen to this institution, particularly the Bar Councils. The flag will fly high, it will ensure. Why I am saying this? We cannot undermine anyone. Those lawyers have been elected because it's a preferential voting system. The 25 persons has been voted. They all come from throughout the state. One of the persons has come even from the rural areas. The many number of lawyers had been seen in particularly, those who are coming from the rural areas, they are intelligence. Even the draft skill or more is good. So therefore, even before taking anything, even the constituting the committee, we are doing at a better position. We cannot say whether they can discharge their duties the proper manner or not. We cannot decide right now. That's why even 2 days back when I advanced the argument before the Honorable Justice N. Kirabarji, I said, sir, please kindly give at least 1 year time to wait and see the functions of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu particularly. Now, the Honorable Justice K.K. Sadaran said, Section 6, the State Bar Council, Section 7 is the Bar Council of India. As far as the Section 7 is concerned, H&I, the more functions because the legal education system, as far as our motto and agenda is concerned, to strengthening the legal education is our agenda. And as far as 6 is concerned, Lordship rightly said, only 1 and 2, 3 is you are following, you are not following other issues. Absolutely right only. But we have to do it, we will follow. Absolutely whatever your Lordship said, that we will take into consideration. As far as the professional etiquette, the Honorable Justice R. Subramaniam said, definitely we will look into it, which we have written in the chapter 2 of our regulations, the Bar Council of India regulations. We will look into it. We will maintain the dignity and decorum of the institution wherever we goes. It's not only as far as the unruling lawyers is concerned. Sir, we have certain difficulties. If any complaints we receive, past 2 years, there are many persons who have been punished. Because my friend Mr. Singaravelan and then the Honorable my friend the Chandrasekhar had been there in the committee. Number of committee Vijay Narayan has been constituted in the council. Nearly 17 committees has been constituted. Number of senior advocates, absolutely they had been punished a number of persons. And the problem is, I'll say, when your people has been decides the issue, but when the sitting councils, the members of the bar, when we have been elected by the members of the legal fraternity, some complaints we have to look into it on face, this has to throw. But what is happening now? Each and for outside issue, any private issues, husband and wife issues, everything now, absolutely more than 500 complaints before the council now. So these type of complaints we can't just like take it into in a lighter sense. We have to throw it absolutely, because if it's really under Section 35, it violates under the Act, the professional misconduct. Absolutely, we will not spare and we will not let down any one person to do anything. If there are unruly lawyers, definitely we will punish. There is no any doubt at all. But at the same time, the causes which is involved, the right causes which is involved, if fighting on behalf of the members of the bar, any leaders of the bar, or any member particularly, if fighting for the causes issue, whether we can take any action is the more important. Why I am saying this? When I was the president of the Madras High Court Advocate Association in the year 2005, I filed an application for appointment of judges in the Madras High Court. Nearly 17 judges have been appointed by the Supreme Court of India. That I have done it. It's a marvelous and wonderful job we have done it. At the same time, 2014, not to appoint also the associations which has been filed subsequently. Mr. Gandhi has been filed. So this type of issue, when it is coming forward, the members of the bar, naturally we have to fight it. What happened now, the statutory body, this is a regulatory body, there is, in Supreme Court, as far as the Supreme Court, what is our participation? One day Honorable Justice, Mrs. R. Justice Bhanumati alone is there. Is it enough? Who has to fight it? No associations come forward. Nobody has given a single statement. In such a circumstances, whether we should fight or not is the question now. Because if we raise any voice, they say, no, you are a statutory body, you can't do. You are a regulatory body, you can't do. What we can do? Even for the members, even 2 days back, the many number of 15 applications, the CJI has been referred to the BCI to take immediate action. What action we will initiate? So, these has to be examined very thoroughly. In the council system is there. There are 25 members here. In Bar Council of India, now 22 members are there, including the Attorney General and the Solicitor General. So therefore, we will look into it in everything in the right sense. And we will deal with the matter in a proper manner in accordance with law. See, all judges here came and has given good suggestions. That suggestion we will look into it absolutely. And one thing, and I will assure you, my lords, that the fly of this institution definitely will fly high. And they will be a role model in the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Mrs. Justice R. Bhanumati is the pride of Tamil Nadu and particularly of our legal fraternity from the Madras High Court. Her Lordship was appointed as...
Mr. Amalraj, Chairman Bar Council, Mr. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Mr. Prabhakaran, Member and Co-Chairman of the Bar Council of India, elected members of the Bar Council, brother judges on the dais and off the dais, Learned Advocate General, Mr. Nadaraj, Public Prosecutor, office bearers of the various associations, MBA, Madras High Court Advocates Association, Mr. Jawaharlal, Mr. Karvendan, and Mr. Professor Dhanabal, and other dignitaries. I am not able to recollect, not able to mention all their names because of the time constraints. Members of the legal fraternity, family members of the elected members, media and press, very good afternoon to all of you, and very happy to be here on this occasion. I wish the newly elected Chairman, Mr. Amalraj, Vice Chairman Karthikeyan, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Member Bar Council of India and Co-Chairman, newly elected Bar Council members. I am very happy to be here because everybody was mentioning that this is the first of its kind in the whole of the country. And I am very proud to be a part of this unique occasion. I am very happy that you have invited me, because whenever you have this function, you will be saying that this was firstly in 2019, you will be mentioning my name. I am very happy to be a part of this unique occasion. Just now, Advocate General was mentioning that as to how they have been disposing of all these complaints, pending complaints, and he has also been mentioning about all the good work they have done. I wish and hope that you will continue to do what the work that has been done by Mr. Singarvelan and Mr. Chandrasekhar and the Advocate General. I wish and hope that you will continue to do good work and carry forward the work that has been done by them. The legal profession is a very noble profession. Almost most of the worldly personalities hail from the legal profession. Because of the time constraint, I am not mentioning about the names, but to mention about the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and so many other people. They all hail from this great profession. Once you enter the profession, you need to have a feeling that you have entered here only to render some kind of service, not merely know how much fees that you are getting. It's a kind of service to the humanity. So the members of the elected members, chairman, vice chairman, all of you know you are representing this great profession. Various responsibilities are cast upon you. All the members, look at the members, all of them, many of them I saw going with the bouquets and going with the shawl and all. All of them look at you, look upon you. All of you know that they always look upon you for each and everything. I wish that you must excel well, both in your professional and personal ethics. I am told that by my brothers, and also when I was in Delhi also I was hearing that you had so many obstacles in coming to this profession, in coming to this position. Obstacles are nothing but stepping stones for doing more and more work. Whenever you do something, you think of the obstacle that you got, use those obstacles as a stepping stone, and as the Prabhakaran said, make your flag higher, fly higher and higher, and to the highest in the entire country. I wish and hope that you will do the work for the welfare of the lawyers across the state. Family members எல்லாம் வந்திருக்கிறீங்க, நிறைய தொழில் வரும், நிறைய பணம் வரும்னு நினைச்சுக்காதீங்க. இதில் எல்லாம் எலெக்ட் ஆனதுனால ஒன்றும் இல்லை, பொறுப்பு தான் எல்லாம் நிறைய பேர் வந்திருக்கீங்க, சந்தோஷமா சிரிச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. பொறுப்பு தான், நிறைய ஒன்றும் ஒர்க் வராது, நிறைய பணம் வரும்னு நினைச்சுக்காதீங்க. எல்லாரும் சந்தோஷமா வந்திருக்கிறீங்க. இட்ஸ் அ மோர் ஆஃப் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி தென் ஆஃப் ஜஸ்ட் எக்ஸெல்லிங் இன் த ப்ரொஃபஷன். மோர் ஆஃப் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி as a leadership responsibility to do some good work for the entire legal profession. இதை கடைசியாக பேசுறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். நான் ஏதோ 4 வார்த்தை சொல்லலாம்னு நினைச்சேன். ரைட் ஃப்ரம் அட்வொகேட் ஜெனரல் அப் டு பிரபாகரன், வாட் எவர் ஐ வாண்டட் டு சே எவரிபடி ஹஸ் செட். சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா, ஒரு கோர்ட்ல எல்லா கோர்ட்லும் மோரர்லெஸ் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும், ஒரு பெஞ்சில் 2 ஜட்ஜஸ் இருப்பாங்க. ஒரு ஜட்ஜ் ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் எழுதுற ஜட்ஜ் அனுப்பிச்சு வைப்பாங்க இன்னொருத்தருக்கு, நான் ஐ எம் சென்டிங் ஹியர் வித் மை ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் ஃபார் யுவர் அப்ரூவல் சொல்லிட்டு. அந்த இன்னொரு ஜட்ஜ் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, ஒன்றும் எழுத மாட்டாங்க, எக்ஸப்டிங் இஃப் யூ வாண்ட்ஸ் டு ஆட் சம்திங். They will say, I respectfully agree that judgment which you have proposed by your lordship or by the judge. So I respectfully agree whatever has been said from Justice, from Advocate General up to Mr. Prabhakaran. I respectfully agree whatever has been said. I only want to add only few things that that comes across my mind. I only differ from few aspects what Brother Justice Kribakaran has said. Traffic violation, suspend. Helmet, suspend. This, suspend. Take action. This, I beg to differ. I beg to differ from Justice Kribakaran. Why? Because an advocate can be proceeded against for misconduct only if he is found guilty of misconduct under Section 35 of the Advocates Act. Section 35 of the Advocates Act provides that all cases of professional or other misconduct is not defined, but what has been construed by the particular committee, it is called misconduct, shall be disposed of by the disciplinary committee of the State Bar Council concerned. But before a State Bar Council before ever it sends the complaint to the committee, the Bar Council has to be satisfied that there has been a prima facie case. Prima facie case இருக்குதான்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க பார்க்கணும். So what I would suggest is, before ever you just send it to the committee, better you examine it whether there is a prima facie case. Why I am saying this is a very great responsibility to find out whether there is a prima facie case or not. This I am saying, as many of the speakers have said, number of law colleges are more, number of entrants to the profession is more. And many of them are first generation lawyer. Mr. Prabhakaran was saying about the many persons entering the profession from the rural areas also. I am saying that many of them are first generation lawyers, not much of exposure to the profession, not much of exposure to the advocacy, not much of exposure to the etiquettes. இப்போ போய் கோர்ட்டில் உட்காருவார், ஒருத்தர் முன்னு ஏதோ பேசுவார், உடனே மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட்டு கோவம் வந்துடும், எழுத ஒரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட்டு இவர் மேலே, உட்காந்து கோர்ட்டில் முணுமுணுத்துட்டு இருக்கிறாரு, இல்லைன்னா என் மேலே பெட்டிஷன் அனுப்புகிறாரு, somebody will send some petitions to the Bar Council. So he's a first generation lawyer. If you take very stringent action against him, that lawyer who has taken the profession is totally ruined. Our profession fulla is ruined. If you take action, ruined. அவ்வளோதான். அதுக்கப்புறம் அவங்க ஒய்ஃப் உடனே வக்கீலுக்கு அப்பயே பொண்ணு தர மாட்டேன்னு சொன்னாங்க. உன்னை கட்டிக்கிட்டு நான் இந்த மாதிரி கஷ்டப்பட்டு இருக்கிறேன்னு she will go away. If his life, I know an advocate from my place. I know, I don't want to mention his name. He remained unmarried. He went for searching for some bride. They did not பொண்ணு தர மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. Then no, one thing or other, somewhere or other, no, he got into problems, some disciplinary proceeding by the bar council. Then his life was totally ruined. He left the profession. ஊர்ல போய் விவசாயம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறார். I do not know whether he is alive or dead now, because he was now addicted to some bad habits also. This, no, I am mentioning it only. Take stringent action only in case of a defiant, persistent, இது மாதிரி தான் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பாரு அப்படின்னு சொன்னாக்க, then you take action. Otherwise, no, call them. Show the stick. I have a stick. I have a stick with me. If you proceed like this, just a warning, just a censure. Just call him to the committee. Just a warning, just a censure. This is called, I want to say this, a stitch in time. ஏற்ற காலத்தில் போடப்பட்ட தையல். This will save the future of that particular lawyer. Save the family members. Everything will be saved, and that stitch in time he will remember throughout his service, throughout his professional career. So this, no, I just want to have, you know, just like our grandfather will show stick. He will never beat. He will never beat. So just like that, no, please adopt that attitude. This will pave the way. This will pave the way for the concerned advocate to mend his conduct in future, and this would also encourage the lawyers to perform better in the profession. I know many lawyers who have become successful. They have faced some disciplinary proceedings. If you ask them why he became successful, he said that this person has sent a petition against me. Therefore, I took that as a challenge, and then no, I made a resolution to come up higher up in the profession. Had there been a very stringent action against that particular advocate, he would not have shown up to that position. So all these things, no, don't think that I am just imagining something. All these things, because all of you know that I hail from Mafisal, as Brother Kribakaran was saying, that I initially started my practice in Tirupattur, where my senior was there. Thereafter, I went to Krishnagiri. Then thereafter, a new municipal court was started in Arur. I shifted there. So all this I am saying, no, from out of my own experience, which I have seen, which I have witnessed. This is the thing, no, that I just wanted to mention to the any harsh punishment may be necessary only if the misconduct is, you know, very persistent defiance, or where it affects the administration of justice, where it affects the rendering of justice in the court, or where is I know some one or two people, no, from Gujarat, I think. There's advocate. He kept on sending petitions. Whomsoever is the judicial officer comes, he will keep on sending petitions. So what the judicial officers, they wrote a petition to the Registrar General himself. To the Registrar General, please take action against this. Please write about him to the, this is from Gujarat. Please write about him to the Bar Council, because no, we are not in a position to work. Then no, the Registrar General wrote, one word from Registrar General closed. Correct? One word, then the Registrar General wrote, this person, no, he was suspended. He came with the tears. He came in tears. Why I am saying is, once a disciplinary action is taken and once a lawyer is suspended, his lifeline is gone, his oxygen is gone. You must come and see his face in the court. He never looked like a lawyer. Never looked like a lawyer, because so long as you are a lawyer, okay, everything is perfect. The once that it is suspended, the moment you know your lifeline is gone. This, no, I am saying this because while I am saying, I am requesting the Bar Council members to be lenient, not to be very stringent. At the same time, I insist upon all the lawyers to realize your responsibility, because the professional conduct and etiquette prescribed by the Bar Council of India in Chapter 2, I request all of you to go through it. Part 6 of the Bar Council of India rules. A lawyer is a lawyer not only in the court, but he is also a lawyer both in the public as well as in the private life. You should benchmark yourself against the best. Many lawyers are here from the Mufisal. Whomsoever you think, for example, our Advocate General, You will keep him all the time, only modulated voice. Voice will never go up, voice will never come down. Same. When I was sitting in the Madras High Court, I used to wonder how he is having such a very nice modulated voice. Very, very nice modulated voice. Many of you would not have had occasion to hear him. So it's like that, no, you should benchmark. You should benchmark yourself against the best. This Advocate General, I am just pointing it out. So there are innumerable duties and responsibilities of the advocates. You will not emulate somebody, the best in your district. Justice Subramani was just now referring to about that book. I also had the occasion. I also keep that book with me. I endorse the views of Justice Subramani. I request the Bar Council to publish it, because it gives all the duties and responsibility, duty to your client, duty to the court, duty to the public, duty to your colleagues, everything it is given, and it's a very conservative and very traditional ideas and thinking is there. I request the Bar Council to publish it. In fact, when I was having this book, when I was showing it in Ranchi in one occasion, at that time, Abhishek Mani Singh, the senior advocate, he was also requesting all the Bar Council members to just bring this a new publication, because it is out of print. Such a treasure we have in Madras. Very good treasures we have in Madras. I request all the advocates to keep up this treasure. Though I am saying that there are many duties and responsibilities, I would like to highlight only one or two of them, not much, and I will not take much of your time. Everybody is already showing their shawls because they want to go and felicitate their elected members. I'll just take a couple of minutes. We have a great duty towards the client. You are in a very, the relationship with the client is like a trust between you and him. At times what they do is, one or two examples only I will give. At times what they do is, they give just like that, any admissions they give in the court. On behalf of my client, I am just giving this concurrence. Without taking exact concurrence, actual concurrence from your client, please don't give such kind of admissions. I recall one matter where the advocate is a government advocate. He said that, okay, you appoint, is a government advocate on behalf of, is from Kerala, on behalf of the government of Kerala, I just give my concurrence for referring the matter to arbitration. Referring the matter to arbitration is very serious, is it not? Because it takes away the main matter from the mainstream of civil courts to the another forum, to the arbitration. So for that he should have taken consent from the concerned higher official. Higher official, he should have taken written consent. Without that, he had given the consent. This has got very serious repercussion. When the matter came up under section, against the appeal under section 37, when it came not under 37, they challenged the very reference itself. When it came before us, we set it aside on the ground that the advocate has not taken the concurrence of the government official for referring the matter to arbitration. And also, the advocate is not to identify with the cause of the client itself. An advocate should always remember that he is an officer of the court. Before ever he owes to the client, his first duty is only to the court. And many a time we get in our bench, we get many matters where all of you know that the advocate is not to engage in any trade or profession or any other profession other than the legal profession. We get many matters throughout the country. Of course, fortunately, we did not have even one matter from Tamil Nadu. Because here probably everybody wants to focus only on the legal profession. They are not interested in others. Once they enter profession, they only focus on the legal profession. Number of cases are brought before us where the advocate is carrying on additional business. In particular, one or two matters we got where they are carrying on the business in the chamber itself. Fortunately, that advocate was caught because he printed the visiting card itself for the other profession as the chamber itself. So, of course, in this case, because he tendered apology, we said that we just let him go off. In 2003, 6 SSC 186, a concerned advocate was charged for running an STD booth. He can't run an STD booth in addition to the legal profession. The court has admonished him and let him away because he was a handicapped advocate. So these are all the few instances where an advocate has to be very careful in following your professional etiquettes and the rules prescribed under the conduct prescribed under the Advocates Act. Many of my previous speakers have spoken about the competence in the profession. Now many commercial matters are coming from all over our state also. In fact, as against the appeal under Section 37, we got some 2 or 3 appeals from Coimbatore and from Tuticorin. You will not believe. They are the matters arising out of arbitration. This I am pointing it out because with the emergence of globalization and explosion of knowledge and technology, continuing legal education is necessary. Commercial litigation, don't think that commercial litigation is only meant for the High Court or for some cities like Coimbatore or something like that. Commercial litigations everywhere is emerging with foreign direct investments coming everywhere. We are getting all kinds of commercial litigation from all the official places also. So lawyers should become more competent in all the spheres. I wish and hope that as per Section 6(1)(e), please make a note, Bar Council members, Section 6(1)(e) of the Advocates Act, it is incumbent upon the respective state bar councils to conduct seminars, organize speeches on legal topics by eminent jurists and publish journals and papers of legal interest. You should endeavor to organize such programs for such continuing legal education to raise the standards of the legal profession in the state of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. This mere organization of this unorganized programs here and there, once in 2 months or once in 3 months, this may not be enough. This may not be continuous. This may not be adequate. Elected member Balu was saying that the newly elected members are planning to bring out some large journals for the Bar Council. I wish that you bring it out at the earliest. Additionally, I would like to suggest that like in Kerala, you should also have an academy for the advocates, because counseling the clients, oratory skills, arguments, and also preparing of the draftings, and somebody was saying about the spoken English, advocacy skills, fact gathering and articulation skills, time and stress management skills, etiquettes to be followed in the court. All these things are not learnt by 1 or 2 days. This needs lot of observation, practice, constant practice. Additionally, this can be stimulated by a kind of guided theoretical training program, which is to be inculcated for the lawyers. For this, you need some kind of academy where you can train the lawyers, in particularly young members. The Advocate General is also there. I request the Advocate General to bring an academy on par with the state of Kerala. I request you to talk to the government of Tamil Nadu to make some huge contribution for this, because individually they cannot do. They might have already spent a lot of money for being elected, so they may not have much of not the other thing I am saying, traveling and others I am saying. So they may not have the resource and the skills. And even if they open it also, it requires lot of resources, finance, and so many things are required, and the faculties, so many things are required to keep these programs running. So I request the Advocate General to talk to the government of Tamil Nadu to just because I am told that the welfare fund is also enhanced to 7 lakhs and odd. I wish that I request the Advocate General to just get some huge contribution for this innovative idea of having the academy. I also request the bar members to approach the senior advocates. Let us make a beginning. When Kerala is able to do, why not Tamil Nadu? Why not Tamil Nadu? And everybody was everybody was saying that the Tamil Nadu State Bar Council has got very rich potential and very high resources. We can just further improve it and make the state of Bar Council of State of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry the first one in the country to have such kind of continuing training program for the lawyers. Though there are many number of entrants, don't get disappointed because there are many avenues now open. When we all entered profession, only legal profession, only you can become a lawyer and then attach to some office and then carry on the profession. Now there are so many avenues. Because of the time constraints, I am not mentioning. I will reserve all those things for any other program, which I expect sooner. You invite me for inauguration of the academy at the sooner. This is the request that I am putting to the members of the chairman, Bar Council Chairman Amal Raj and others. When they came to invite me itself, I told this is what I am going to talk. We will meet at that time. I will come with more ideas at that time. Once again, I wish the chairman, vice chairman and other elected members for your successful tenure in the office. Your dedication and devotion in enhancing the welfare and the professional competence of the lawyers in the state of Tamil Nadu would certainly enable the lawyers to have quality and sustained performance in the profession, thereby making valuable contribution in the administration of justice. I thank the Prabhakaran and the chairman and the vice chairman and other elected members for sharing some of my thoughts and be with you and sharing the happy moments. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship, for your kind and sagacious words. Through your Lordship's speech, we have seen your Lordship's big heart of gold. Your Lordship has elucidated the quality of mercy to season justice with mercy. I now invite Mr. V. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, to deliver the vote of thanks.
மறைந்த எனது தாயாரையும் தஞ்சையிலிருந்து என்னை வாழ்த்திக் கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய எனது தந்தை மற்றும் என்னுடைய மூத்த வழக்கறிஞர் பழனியப்பன் அவர்கள் வணங்கி என்னுடைய உரையை தொடங்குகிறேன். Good afternoon everybody. In this auspicious occasion, it's my privilege to be here to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of Chairman Thri P.S. Amalraj, Co-Chairman Thri S. Prabhakaran, Bar Council of India, and other fellow members of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, to the honorable dignitaries, most valued guests, advocates, members of association, ladies and gentlemen. Standing here as one among the honorable intellectuals, I am out of words. I have nothing more to say much interesting than the Avasam addressing which took place by the prestigious dignitaries. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to our Chief Guest, Honorable Mrs. Justice R. Bhanumati, Judge Supreme Court, who despite Lordship numerous and rather tight schedule has spared time to grace this swearing-in ceremony with great consent. I would like to convey my thanks to Honorable Judges of Madras High Court. I thank Honorable Lordship K.K. Sasidharan, Judge Madras High Court. I thank அதற்கு முன்பாக நீதியரசர் கிருபாகரன் அவர்கள் எங்களுக்கு வழங்கிய அறிவுரையை ஏற்று நாங்கள் இதை பதவியாக ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளவில்லை. நீதியரசர் பானுமதி அம்மா சொன்னது போல் இது எங்களுக்கு வழங்கப்பட்ட பொறுப்புணர்வு என்பதை உணர்ந்து இந்த பதவியேற்பு விழாவை நீதியரசர் உச்சநீதிமன்ற நீதியரசர்கள் முன்னிலையில் ஒரு பெரிய லார்ஜர் பெஞ்ச் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய உங்களை எல்லாம் அழைத்து இதை நாங்கள் இந்த பதவியை ஏற்றுக்கொள்கிறோம், இந்த பொறுப்பை ஏற்றுக்கொள்கிறோம் என்றால் கண்டிப்பாக நீங்கள் எங்களை வழங்கிய இந்த அறிவுரையை நாங்கள் வருங்காலத்திலே நல்ல முறையில் நடத்தி காண்பிப்போம் என்கின்ற உறுதியை தங்களுக்கு வழங்குகின்றேன். I thank Honorable Justice T.S. Sivagnanam. I thank Honorable Justice T. Raja, Judge Madras High Court. I thank Honorable Justice R. Subramaniam, Judge Madras High Court. I thank Mr. N. Anand Venkatesh, Judge Madras High Court. I thank Honorable Justice K. Kalyana Sundaram. I thank Honorable Justice M. Govindaraj, who made this function a memorable one by their valuable presence to this ceremony. We are honored by their Lordship's kind gesture is accepting our invitation and participate in this function. I would like to convey my thanks to the learned Advocate General, Mr. Vijay Narayanan, and State Public Prosecutor, former Bar Council member, my senior A. Nadarajan sir. Grateful to him for his extreme presence in these functions. I extend my sincere thanks to the former chairman Mangal Jawaharlal and BCI former chairman, my beloved brother Mr. S.M. Karvendan, and members of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. I would prefer to deliver my thanks to the Additional Advocate General, senior advocates, government feeders, presidents, secretaries, office bearers, and members of all Bar Association, Advocate Association who honor us by their valuable participation in this function. It's my duty to express my sincere thanks to the Building Committee, Madras High Court, and the Registry for their kind permission to have this grand ceremony in this auditorium with record facilities and service. I special thanks to my brother S. Prabhakaran, Co-Chairman, Bar Council of India, for this valuable effort to this council. Then I would like to thank all my brother and sister advocates who are backbone in all our endeavor. I am very much thankful to them for making this function a grand success by their presence. It's my pleasure to convey my thanks to the Deputy Police Commissioner Sundaradivel, press and media for making the ceremony a resounding success. I would like to convey my thanks to Secretary Mr. Raju Kumar and all staffs of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu Puducherry for their sincere effort to make this function a grand success. It's my duty to extend my warm thanks to all my below members of the Bar Council and their family members for giving their big hand and cooperation to make this ceremony a remarkable success. I once again convey my thanks from the bottom of my heart to all of you as your presence and good wishes have made their ceremony a historic and memorable one and given us strength to serve better for the interest of justice. I am proud of appreciate this event could have never been complete without your august presence, and I complete my vote of thanks with hope and prayer that your support to us will continue to our whole tenure. Thank you one and all. நன்றி. கண்டிப்பாக வருகின்ற காலங்களில் இந்த நீதியரசர்களெல்லாம் பெருமைப்படுகின்ற அளவிற்கு இந்த பார் கவுன்சிலை நடத்தி காண்பிப்போம் என்ற ஒரு சூழலை ஏற்று விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
We now have a photo session with our honorable chief guest, honorable dignitaries and the newly elected members of the bar. I request the newly elected members of the Bar Council to kindly come forward. I request the members of the audience to kindly remain seated. There is some part of the program that is yet to be completed. I kindly request the members of the audience to kindly be seated, please.